Hello, everybody watching at home, and good morning, Laurel, Maryland. The clock is about the 1 o'clock hour here in Maryland, which means it is July 6th, and everybody knows what that means. It's National Fried Chicken Day. My name is WesDogg, and to my right is SugarBair, and we are here to cook up something douchey and oh my gosh. Delicious and juicy. Delicious and juicy is what I was going to say. Oh, the nerves. Oh, that's embarrassing. Woo!
The old 1 a.m.
Delicious and juicy is what I was going for here. My brain is on hyper right now. Anyways, we are here playing the original Super Smash Brothers. SugarBair, take it away.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing an unlock all character run. There's 4 characters to unlock, that being Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff. We're going to be doing this co-op, which is to say we're going to be basically doing a tag team 2 and 2. Wes is going to be taking over for the first 2 characters to unlock, being Luigi and Ness, and then I'll be taking over to unlock Captain Falcon and Jigglypuff.
Mm-hmm. Now, in order to get one of these runs started, we have got to go to the option menu and get all data cleared up for this, just so we have a clean slate. Now, before we get into this run, just a couple of things we want to clarify here. We are doing this as a co-op run, me and SugarBair, because normally in one of these runs, you would pick one character that you're really good at, and you would do the 3 first-player runs with said character. But we figured it'd get a little bit boring if you just saw the same character doing it 3 times over, so we've combined our talents to include a little bit of variety and hopefully bring a little more entertainment. And we're testing to see if marathon luck is real. SugarBair, you want to let them know what that is?
Yeah, so every once in a while we are going to see a Pokeball throughout the stage, usually in one of the stages in particular. We're just going to go and see if it's not super out of the way, throw that Pokeball, see if we can get Mew, or if we can get Clefairy doing the metronome for Mew. It's a 151 chance. And if we get that Mew, that means we have crazy marathon luck.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, let's get her started. SugarBair, you've got. Would you mind hitting the reset button after a countdown, since you're right there?
Yeah, well, you got.
Oh yeah, right.
Yep. Actually, get that data clear. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. I guess 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so first thing we have here is Wes is going to be doing Break the Targets with the original 8 characters, starting off with Yoshi. So in order to unlock Luigi, you have to, just get through targets with the first 8 characters. So when it comes to Break the Targets, you can get some pretty advanced strats. You have to do things a little bit differently for an unlock all character run, though, because obviously because you're doing it back to back to back instead of grinding 5-6 hours for one character, you got to have some consistency to actually keep a run going, because we don't need to be here for 10 hours. So Yoshi went super smooth, and we're on to Link. Able to get double jump to the platform. Couldn't get the boomerang angle, so we're just going to clean that up with an up B, get through it.
And now we come to Samus, which is one of my favorite stages. Quick, clean, and easy. Gotta love that she's got the ability to just shoot directly away, makes it all nice and easy. Now we move on to Pikachu.
Yep, Samus just gets those really nice space charge shots, and now we have Pikachu. Also got a projectile of their own, some lightning bolts coming big into play here. Yep, of course these target stages are usually pretty nice, quick and easy. Of course, quick and easy until they aren't, because that is the nature of running Super Smash Bros., as it's all going easy until it doesn't. But so far, so good. On to Fox. 2 targets there. You can get back to back with 2 different lasers. One more laser here. And now for the most stressful target. There we go.
Gotta take a leap of faith sometimes when playing this.
Yep.
All right.
Onto Kirby. Sometimes getting this specific target's a pain, but there he gets it. It didn't quite hit that platform cycle, but all good. Honestly, when it comes to break the target, sometimes, especially in this kind of unlock all character run, the main goal is just like, all right, just find a way to not screw up and die. As long as we're living, we're thriving.
All right, now let's see if we can get Donkey Kong to balance on the platform. Here's one.
Got the platform, didn't quite get.
Oh.
And there's the death. It is a marathon after all. Can't have a marathon without a little weird death here and there.
All right, we'll just play the safe way. Fortunately, in Break the Target, there's plenty of backups, just like any normal speed run.
All right, and the last Break the Target stage to go. Got Mario, so that way Mario can be the one to take on his brother.
Jump up here, throw the fireball. For high enough, might be able to get another fireball. Boom, kick, and bang. And now the reason why I decided to pick Mario is because the first character is Luigi. So, you know, for just metaphorically speaking, of course, we got to have brother versus brother. And we got to show the younger brother who the real king here is.
That'll show him.
Got to throw in a little taunt.
That's for the month of Luigi.
All right, and now we move on to the next character, which is Ness, which is going to be one of the more difficult parts of the run. This is normal 3-stock, no continues with Donkey Kong. And if you guys noticed at the very beginning, I turned the timer to infinity because when you're doing one-player modes runs, you get 2 sets of score here coming up on the bonus screen. You get the damage bonus, and if you have the timer on, you have the timer bonus. But the more timer bonuses you accumulate, the more time you ironically lose. So we just immediately turn it to infinity, and right out of the gate, that's a 12-second time save. As we now move into one of the most friendly parts of the run, Yoshi's.
So yeah, so when it comes to a lot of the team battles, you're going to see that a lot of the opponents are going to have like increased knockback. So when you, especially if a character like Donkey Kong, he just gets his nice recovery up B move that actually just cleans him out in one hit, and you get to just fly on through it.
Now we come on to Fox McCloud. We're, of course, on top of his starship, and as captain, I don't think he really much appreciates that, so he's just going to come intimidatingly close, and then I'm just going to throw him right off. Ooh.
Just wants to be a little elusive this time.
Oh.
Wants to be a little extra elusive.
He is a fox after all. Oh, looks like Arwing is trying to come in for the assist. Oh, just surviving. There we go.
If so, as elusive as he wants to be, the fate is inevitable. He's done.
I think that was Falco on the other ship.
And now we can see more break the targets. Oh, never mind. Yeah, so when it comes to the single-player mode, we just try to lose the stock as early as we can on the bonus stages. No reason to waste time completing them. We just get to leave.
Now we just spike down Mario, safe a recover, and now we got to go after Luigi. Now we just got to wait, and boom. One of the great things about Donkey Kong is just that amazing spike move. It just feels so good every time you're able to get the enemy down.
You have DK forward air, genuinely one of the most satisfying moves in the game.
Now I'm going to try a rather difficult trick here with Pikachu. In lesser difficult runs, the goal is to take Pikachu off the edge here and take a stock. But with a little bit of better timing, I might have been able to save a stock there. Unfortunately, that's just not how it goes every time. So now we got to look into stock management. I've now got DK, and the strategy is going to be very similar. Going to grab him and take him off the edge, and hopefully we'll be able to save his stock this go around. All right, he went for the recovery, but oh.
All right, so we're going to have to play it a little bit safe for the rest of the run. Shouldn't be a huge deal. Just got to really keep the stock management up now.
I think to make up for it, we'll just get through board of the platforms.
So again, another bonus stage. We're really just trying to die as early as we can. Unlike Break the Target, it's a little bit more complicated, a little bit more we got to go through to actually do that. And now comes one of the more RNG heavy parts of the run. Kirby team, the Kirbys of course can just spawn on either of the platforms or the ground. So what you're hoping for is that they come grouped together, so you can kind of just clean them up in one move, because Kirby's, even with the AI not being great in this game, really do like to be annoying if they stick around too long, but good RNG there, clean Kirby team.
And now, the moment of truth. This is one of my favorite things to do in this game, and one of the first moves I learned that got me into Smash speedrunning. We just simply grab Samus, throw them to the left, grab them again, up we go for the power punch, and nailed it.
Samus taken down. All right, here's one of the stages where we're going to have to be a little bit more careful about the stock management situation. Normally, we would just grab him, fast fall off the stage. To be extra safe here, we're going to just beat him in a more traditional way, just because we need to make sure we don't lose that stock.
Yeah, the unfortunate part about this run is it has to be a no continue run. It isn't just continue any run. It has to be no continues. And with only one life left, we've got to just get the job done however possible. All right, let me see what's in the box. I'm not going to try to... Okay, let's have a little fun, shall we? Who likes it getting hammered now, huh, Mario? Woo! Huh? All right, there we go.
Yeah, like we said, that was obviously playing a little bit safe, but again, if we hit a continue, that means that we would have to completely change the way we do the runs. So once we lost that second stock early, it's just about getting through the 3 stock normal so we can just continue on.
As we come through here to race to the finish, we've now gone through 2 layers of very strange-looking enemies, clearing over a row of bombs, now a row of bumpers, and another third really weird-looking thing here. I don't know what it is. It looks like a product of my nightmares.
Good thing we don't have to see them anymore, though.
It's
They're
all
scary.
over,
It's God.
it's all over.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
There's more of them. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, so we got Fighting Polygon team. As you can see, very original characters. Definitely not just ripped models from the game. Original OC, please do not steal. But much like Yoshi team, pretty similar situation. Up B does a lot of the trick.
Now, hopefully, if Marathon Luck does exist, we'd be able to see a Pokeball come up soon, but...
Of course, that red shell, also a bit of Marathon Luck. Red shell, kind of a useful item to get for Polygon specifically. Get it on a platform, sometimes you just get some kills for free.
Doesn't have to get a tomato.
A little bit of extra health never hurt anyone.
All right. Now, what we've been seeing here so far is just one of the good reasons why Donkey Kong is the easiest character to pick up. Very consistent strats. Anybody can pick up and play, but hopefully now one Master Hand will seal the deal. Normal difficulty, it's going to be a little bit more erratic.
Yeah, so Master Hand will take pauses between each of his set moves. On normal difficulty, that average seems to go down a bit. You'll notice when I do runs on an easier difficulty that Master Hand will take longer breaks. Well, Wes mentioned that Donkey Kong is one of the more consistent characters. One of the parts that's not great about Donkey Kong's runs is the Master Hand fight. He just doesn't have super great tools to go through Master Hand very quickly. But, it's made up for with how consistent a lot of the rest of his run is. And a big punch to end it.
Gotta go for the swag punch.
Yep, so that was the first of the 3 classic mode runs. That'll get Ness unlocked because will get us the fight for Ness to unlock him because, we Didn't have to continue there.
But before we get on to unlocking Ness, guys, as much as I love Super Smash Brothers, I mean, this is one of my favorite games of all time. There's just one unfortunate flaw, one very, very unfortunate flaw that I frankly cannot let stand here at Pace. And that is, they got Charles Martinet's name spelled incorrectly. It's Martinet with a T at the end, not a double E. Come on, Smash.
Come on.
This is why we got Melee very shortly after. Nintendo clearly realized their mistake and they needed to make it right with another game.
Exactly. Only reason for the sequel.
Oh. We're going to have to make sure we play it cool around Ness, because if we fall off the stage, we cannot unlock the character without doing another normal run. So this is where it all matters, and Ness is feeling
himself a little bit, but luckily, really enhanced knockback on these unlock all character fights.
Okay. All right.
Normally, throw at 54 would not kill at center stage, but they really like to hike up the knockback, which we're not going to complain about. Now, my turn to take over.
Yes, and now for these last two runs, we're going to switch to very easy with 5-stock, so that allows us to work with a little bit more risky strats, as we're going to take on Kirby. Kirby is oh, go for it, SugarBair.
Yeah, so first stage, Ness, you're going to see maybe a little bit faster strats here. Hoping I was able to take my own stock. It's RNG. Sometimes Link Up, he's there, sometimes he doesn't. That's fine. I'll have to try to lose a stock a little bit later. So I know that might seem a little weird because we were just talking about stock management, but you actually save a little bit of time throughout a run if you're able to lose a stock early, because you'll notice that at the end of every stage, there's been like little bonuses that pop up. And one of those bonuses is called the no-miss bonus, which is just a bonus you get for not having lost a stock yet, which means that if we can make it so that bonus doesn't have to show up every time, then we can save just a little bit of time.
Basically, the very definition of micro-optimization. Now, we'll just have to wait and see if we can get creative with taking our own stocks, but right now we're coming on to Fox. Now, unlike in normal difficulty, you actually got to go chasing after Fox this time around. With the right set of combos, SugarBair may be able to just take him off of his ship quickly. Spike down with a B up. Love to see it.
Yep, and luckily I was able to get the timing on that specifically so I could even take my own stock, so now we don't have to worry about that bonus anymore. Failure.
Just getting through, break the targets. Bonuses mean nothing. We got Samus as a teammate this go-around. They can be helpful sometimes with the occasional big blast. Well, let's see how the bros react as we start this up. Wonderful quick spike from SugarBair as we now work our way to Luigi. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Well done, sir.
Yep. Luckily, even though Luigi kind of ended up on the left side where I'd rather him be on the right, cooperated well enough going over to the right side. Not too big of a deal.
Now we come on to Pikachu, and we've got a couple of interesting ways we like to take out Pikachu. One of them is with that Electrode, but not today. We're going to back it up by doing some deep breathing exercises and have Pikachu join us.
The first of a few deep breathing exercises we might see from Kirby. Possibly another one happening, I don't know, right now.
See, Donkey Kong is overgrown because clearly they're very, very stressed. They need to learn how to take deep, deep breaths. See, in and out.
Ooh, and we got the RNG. So it is actually a pretty low chance that DK won't jump out of me going off stage there. He still will die if he does. He doesn't get to the barrel ever, but that is some nice little RNG. That's some nice luck we had there.
That's a little bit of marathon luck. As we see a new way to take out the Kirby as quickly as possible. They've got the most difficult knockback, but for some reason, guys, you may have heard the old adage, sometimes your greatest enemy is yourself. And Kirby, well, who knows Kirby better than Kirby? As we just see 8 of them get absolutely decimated with the cartwheel of doom.
Yep. Your own worst enemy might be yourself, but your own worst enemy might also be cartwheels.
Now we're going to come on to Samus here. There's not as easy of a strat, or as consistent of a strat with Kirby as it is with Donkey Kong we saw earlier. So we just got to do good old-fashioned beatdown. Looks like Samus needs one possible burn.
I think she'll come back on stage and yeah, sometimes she just gets kind of out of range with the whole burning, and it's a little annoying, but now she's gone. Yep, unfortunately doesn't have the most consistent strat like Donkey Kong has. It's why we usually, sometimes in the Smash Beats running community, have not the nicest words to say about Samus.
Now, if you remember the deep breathing exercises from earlier, well, Powers 2.0 with Metal Mario. Bring him down and then bring him off.
Metal Mario needed double the deep breathing.
Now we're going to go racing to the finish again as we run past the very scary polygons. Might take this time to see, well, I don't know if anybody is out there reading donations, if any are coming in. But guys, as we're racing to the finish here, we'd just like to remind everybody at home that PACE is sponsored wonderfully by Urban Arts Foundation. If you want to support the kids of today become the future video game developers of tomorrow, then please consider donating. Exclamation point, donate in the chat for the Urban Arts Foundation. If you'd like to learn more about the foundation, exclamation point, UA, onto polygons.
Woo! And we have to deal with these freaks again. Wouldn't leave us alone another time.
Now, fortunately with polygons, they've got the perfect middle ground for hitback. Yoshi's just fly off with the flick of a finger. Kirby's, you got to get a little more creative, but with polygons, there's a variety of ways to take them out. Going neutral A, up A, just throwing them around from time to time. And of course, the red shell there off to the side providing some assistance. Looking like maybe, let's see what's inside of the potion. Do you think there could be a Pokeball?
Ooh, maybe.
Oh, it's just a bomb.
Not just a bomb.
Oh, with a star coming down. Really getting a shout out from Mario there with a bomb and star.
Yeah, so that star, obviously not that late in the stage, but stars are actually kind of a scary thing to see on Polygon Team. Because if you end up with a star, they will actually all run away from you, and it takes way longer.
But what doesn't take that long is taking out Master Hand here with Kirby. As you saw, Kirby is very, very flexible as they're just kicking their way so rapidly to the destruction of Master Hand. Master Hand clearly couldn't take it, so he tried to break out the big guns, but Kirby is not afraid to get a little stoned there on stage and protect himself from the evil bullets as we get a quick takedown.
As you can see, a lot less stressful than Donkey Kong when it comes to Master Hand. Luckily, they gave Kirby like the most broken move in the game, so that's fun.
And now we're on our way to unlocking another great character. F-Zero's finest, one of the characters I think some people very miss truly out there, the one, the only, Captain Falcon. But first, we got to sit through all the credits once again. There is no credit skip. Unfortunately, if you do play on the Japanese version, if anybody has a Japanese cartridge, this end screen that we're going to see here with all the characters we complete one-player runs, once they say. In the Japanese version, those are not there at all, so that saves about a second or two on the Japanese version. Another micro-optimization, but I guess there's just time saves to be found everywhere. Now we come to Falcon and, of course, our favorite F-Zero stage of all time.
Exactly. Everyone remembers this F-Zero track. Really glad they added it to the game. It's definitely not something we've seen before, definitely not for another character. Samus who, am I right?
Exactly. And just like Samus, we're going to just allow Captain Falcon to get heated up there in the bath of fire, just deciding to shoot himself to the moon. And just like that, we've now unlocked Captain Falcon. And now, for anybody who doesn't know, Captain Falcon is the quickest player in the game. So for the final one, why don't we just do Captain Falcon, of course.
Just unlocked him, may as well use him. Yep, so that's the one unfortunate part about that Falcon strat. Sometimes Link cannot be, loses a little time, but nothing major.
Even going for safety strats. Link is just very well aware of the situation he's been put in. He wanted to retaliate. Just wasn't good enough this time.
Yeah, Link didn't like being put in the spotlight. He's like, really? You're going to beat me up a third time? Rude.
Yoshi's is plain and simple. Oh, he just go around and knocking them all off with a neutral A attack, which gets us a very Hollywood action-styled kick, and also backwards A, which has the Fist of Fury. Just making names up on the spot. I'm not too familiar with any move lingo. But now we're also just getting little baby kicks on him. This is just how weak the Yoshis are sometimes, guys. Sometimes all I need to do is just tap them and they're gone.
Yoshi's being a little annoying this time, but that's fine.
All right, now we're ready to take on Fox, and hopefully we'll see one of the things coming up that made Captain Falcon legendary. And
he wants to be annoying, so we'll do a little extra. Falcon Punch with a little bit more.
Good, a little recovery. As we take another quick jump over the platform, we're not even going to bother wasting our time with targets, especially with Captain Falcon. We clearly only know how to break targets with 8 characters up here.
Exactly.
And so we now come to Mario and Luigi. Good set of RNG there from SugarBair. However, Mario decided to be very difficult this go-around. So it looks like Captain Falcon had to take out Luigi. Oh, as Yoshi gets a very interesting cancels. We're trying to launch Mario. And down he goes. It's one of the very unfortunate things as you get more experienced in speedrunning Smash 64 is that it really will start coming down to stage RNG and response times. Because not every stage is willing to be friendly. But Pikachu, on the other hand, is quite friendly with a very nice down kick setup. And now we're moving on to Giant Donkey Kong. SugarBair, what are you going to plan to do here?
Well, plan is basically to try to like cheese him off stage a bit, but you know it depends a little bit on what the allies do. Like they doing a lot, so actually we'll just Falcon Punch instead.
Yeah.
Honestly, that really wasn't even slower than the main strat. Usually the allies don't do nearly that much damage, but they went kind of crazy, so I had to roll with it.
Another thing you have to worry about in the game is also teammate RNG, as SugarBair's touched up on it, with aggro teammates. Sometimes they provide a little extra assistance like that, which could assist in a split, or they just decide to stay on the lower platform and not so much as move a finger. So, very fortunate RNG there. Looks like those guys just want a Donkey Kong gong. And now we're going to get these Kirbys off the stage with some good old-fashioned throwing and kicking. And it looks like it's just regular Kirby to close this one off. Don't let it steal your identity.
No identity thefts here.
Good. Now we move on to Samus one final time. We saw Captain Falcon, frankly, take the stage from Samus, and now it's time to find out who the real ruler of Planet Zebes is. And just like that, Falcon does another Falcon Punch to claim his territory.
This is an F-Zero stage!
Now we move on
Metroid who?
Then we move on to Metal Mario. Should be just another quick beatdown followed by another Falcon Punch. Oh, Metal Mario recovered that go around.
Yeah, full. I didn't realize he was in range there. That was like his full range, basically.
There we go, and you finally got to take a stock.
Yep, so now I get to finally save that, what, at this point probably 0.2 of a second. Very worth. All part of the plan, all part of the plan.
We'll see how race to the finish goes. You know, as we're coming to the conclusion of the run, I would just like to say special shout-outs to the boys in the Smash 64 Discord who are watching this at home. Thank you guys for everything you have done for both myself, SugarBair, and the Smash 64 community. And I guess special thanks also to GSA for having us on, I believe, for the debut speedrun of Super Smash Bros. Here at Pace. We now are ready to take out the polygons. The best way to take out the polygons here is with a good set of Falcon kicks, but sometimes the polygons just slip right through your fingers, so you just gotta throw them off and give them a good old kick in the keister. SugarBair, do you think it's worth checking that barrel for one final Pokeball?
We'll see.
I don't even think we got a single Pokeball this run.
They didn't even let us make the decision.
Yep. The run, it just clearly wasn't meant to be. We'll have to wait for Mew another time. And now we come to Master Hand for one final time. It's very similar to Kirby. Captain Falcon is a very flexible individual, so we're just going to see a bunch of quick kicks directly to the palm of his hand. Oh, how is Master Hand going to be able to grab us? He can't. He's just going to have to go for the corkscrew. His hand is so sore, but now we're just kicking him directly in the wrist. We're breaking his poor wrist bones, and it's on fire. He's getting inflamed. Oh, the inflammation is killer as we see it affecting Captain Falcon. But now we're just going to get a few more kicks in here. And just like that, Master Hand has been taken down.
Now all that's left is one more character fight.
Yes.
Against everybody's favorite character in Smash Brothers,
Jigglypuff.
Yep, that's the reaction I was expecting.
Got some fans out there. Now, Jigglypuff will be an interesting test. Thankfully for Nintendo, wanted us to get the new characters so badly, they increased the knockback of the enemies a little bit higher than a normal enemy throughout the course of a one-player run. But Jigglypuff also just has a tendency to fly really, really high, so we don't want to get vertigo and find ourselves falling down the skyscrapers here in Saffron City. There goes Jigglypuff.
There she
flying.
goes way too high for no reason.
But he's Captain Falcon. He controls the air. Just brings Jigglypuff back down. So we're going high up, just really playing with them like a balloon as we're just now mercilessly moving them all around the stage. And Captain Falcon finally gets Jigglypuff in time. And that is Jigglypuff, and now if we just return back to the one-player menu, it is official. We've got all 4 characters unlocked in the original Super Smash Bros.
Yep. The one true roster, the perfect roster, the largest roster in Smash history. Please don't look that up. I'm begging you not to look it up. It is the largest roster. Can't prove it otherwise. Please don't. Please don't.
It is the OG roster. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this Super Smash Bros. Speedrun. This is how to unlock all characters in 30 minutes or so. Hopefully you now can try it at home. If you guys want to see more of Smash 64 speedruns, come join the community Discord. Otherwise, SugarBair, dude, thank you so much for being here with me, man. It's been an absolute honor.
Of course, been a pleasure, been a pleasure.
Any last words before we head off?
Just speedrunning's awesome, Smash is awesome, y'all are awesome, that's it.
Yes, thank you everybody at home. Thank you everybody in the crowd. We've got Ray Oken coming up with Mario Party Superstars next, so don't go away. More Pace continues after this.
Let's get it.